What's going on, everybody? Today we're just outside chilling with the geese, constantly trying to change up our scenery, change the vibe, do a split, get outside. The weather's getting warmer, and of course we love to hear 75's traffic in the middle of our videos. Anyway guys, welcome to the 3 Key Teams Today show. And yes, I said that right. We're officially changing the name to the 3 Key Teams Today show instead of the Williams Today show because Hannah deserves some credibility here. Or we can just change it to the Hannah's Today show. We're gonna officially stick with the 3 Key Teams Today show. And with that, we're going to be dabbling in, hopefully here soon, a podcast. Also gonna be the 3 Key podcast. I don't know, it's just gonna be somewhere around there as far as the name is concerned. And we just really wanted to start doing this because it's like the new in. And you know, we've got a lot of good feedback from the show. I feel like a podcast would just be a little bit of extra energy and some outlook into what we do, even past real estate. So, super exciting stuff, kind of, sort of. All right, so, main point of this video, guys, was to talk about the VA loan type once again. So if you go back to episode 58, you will see that we talked and kind of hit the key points that have to do with VA loan type. In this video, we really just want to be and position ourselves as veteran advocates. They do so much, they fight so hard for this country, yet from a real estate perspective, as far as obtaining a property as a veteran, it can be very difficult, especially when the market is in the condition that it's in right now with low inventory and the demand being so high. But we really want to be advocates for these veterans, and we want to not only spread knowledge to the veterans out there, but also spread knowledge to agents and other people that aren't aware of all the benefits that the VA loan offers, right? Because the way that it's described, and when we first got into the business, we even heard that VA loan types were very difficult and all this, and you know, just a bunch of nonsense. But there's some truth to some of it. It's more about just being educated on what to ask, what to know, and just having that education. So a couple things we wanted to share with you guys was obviously the biggest scare for real estate agents and what they tell their sellers when they put a house on the market is that most VA loan types, their appraisals come in low. So in the past year, 85% of VA loan appraisals have came in, 85% of them came in at value or exceeded the purchase price. The beautiful thing, and something that not a lot of agents know about, is Tidewater, right? This VA loans, this is the only loan type that has what's called Tidewater, and basically this is the opportunity for the lender, the realtors, to get all this information to the appraiser so they can understand why that price point was decided, why it was listed at that price, and why that offer was submitted with that amount. The next thing is the reconsideration of value. Now, we all, as agents, we know appraisers don't like to talk to us, and any other loan type, FHA, conventional, they don't want to hear it. The Veteran Affairs are positioning their appraisers, remember that these appraisers are actually veterans themselves, positioning them to want them to go out there and seek that information to have an understanding of why that value was decided. So the reconsideration of value is crucial, and it's the only loan type that will allow that, right? So just being educated on those couple things right there as far as the appraisal process is concerned. The next thing I wanted to share is that, again, and I said this in episode 58, any lender can do a VA loan. There's no specialty lenders out there that there's lenders that can mainly focus on VA loans, but any lender, a VA will allow that lender to do that financing, right? So there's no specialty to it. What you want to remember as the listing agent is that you're opening up more doors to your seller for more opportunities with more buyers. You just have to be educated on the process. Of course, you want your seller to make the most money possible, and if you're dealing with a veteran who has a loan officer that's charging rates that are insane, that could position your seller to have to fork out some extra closing costs on the buyer's behalf. So you want to go directly to the lender and ask specific questions. You want to ask about their certificate of eligibility, make sure that they already have that. You want to ask about the origination fee. Is it over 1% of the purchase price? Because if it is, then how are we going to handle these unallowables? How are we going to handle the pest inspection? How are we going to handle all the closing fees? You want to ask that lender that, because if that lender is charging this outrageous origination fee, and sometimes it's not necessarily outrageous, it's a low purchase price possibly, but you want to ask these questions beforehand, because if you can find that VA loan type that can net your client the most amount of money with just a little bit more education on the process, you could be doing your sellers an advantage. And also, on the opposite, a disadvantage if you don't understand exactly how beneficial these veteran affair loan types can be. And I just want to see a world where we do not put veteran affair loan types at the bottom, right? There's Cash King, conventional, blah, 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 all the way down, and VA's at the bottom, and it's really sad to see. I want to say almost 95% of the time, these veterans can go conventional. They do have the money, right? They have that ability to go that route, but they serve the country and they want to take this loan type because they're saving money. Who doesn't want to save money? So all I'm asking out there is that we just have, we just educate ourselves on this specifically so we can put our veterans in a position to where they can win. They can come out into the market and take advantage of one of the biggest advantages of serving this country, which is zero down payment on a veteran affair backed loan. So I know that was a lot. I wanted to keep it short, but there's so much to it. And again, I want to see these VA loans put to the top. The veteran affairs are working really hard to position their appraisers to position the process so it's the best for the veteran, and so the listing side, buying side, they all understand that there's good. It's not all negative. It's not all bad. Another huge thing is the inspections, right? These appraisers are not going out there to do inspections. That's not their job. Their job is to make sure the home is worth what they're getting ready to loan out, right? So if there's loose wiring, if there's, I should say exposed wiring, if there's lead-based paint peeling, these are all things that are cause for concern, and they can be negotiated, but these are things that I think any lender would go out and say, well, that's not good. That puts liability on me. So don't just be scared that the VA is just gonna flag all these things, because that's not, as much as it's drilled into these agents' brains, it's not necessarily what they're trying to do. They just wanna make sure the health, safety, and everything else is good for the veteran as well. So educate. So look forward to that podcast, guys. And there was one more thing I wanted to add about the market, guys. The market, and it's been crazy. I love being outside. This is nice weather. All right, so the market, I've said so much. We're not gonna dabble in the market. That's what we're not gonna do. Just know the housing market is not crashing. There is an extremely low inventory, lowest inventory ever, especially in the 13 cities that we're focused on. And but the demand is still extremely high, guys. These buyers are out here and they're hunting. So the misconception that the market's crashing, not what it is. Just that's basically the blunt sum of what I wanted to share as far as the market's concerned. And then take advantage of these interest rates, because there is an expected jump with the Fed and all this inflation. So if you're looking to buy in 2022, it's time to make your move. Contact the best of the best, or you can work with the rest. That's completely up to you. But we'll wrap this video up. I've done a lot of talking. My throat's starting to hurt. I'm gonna go play with these geese that have been following us all the way over here. As always, it costs $0.00 to be a decent human being. Anna's had hiccups all day, and so she was scared.
I can't see. I love having blue eyes. It's great.
Can't breathe, can't see, keep hiccup. I can't do it today. Beautiful day, guys. Get out there and enjoy it. Happy Monday. We'll see you guys on the next episode.